It's Madden NFL 23.
And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cards and the Vikings, and it's coming up next.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Bunn. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is back for his 5th year as Minnesota starter, tied for the longest streak of stability the team has had a quarterback since, get this, Fran Tarkenton in late 1970s. He's been excellent during that time, making a 2nd Pro Bowl last season after 4,200 yards and 33 touchdowns through the air. The Vikings, though, still hovering right around 500 in the 8-win mark, hoping to see him lead a talented roster back to the postseason.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that's right here early on. It'll take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber to run like this early because it'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Cook again. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. And I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he could get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Greg Dortch back deep. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it done inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here comes Kyler Murray in his 4th NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
A.J. Green makes a nice catch for a first down wearing that familiar number 18. But the uniform, a little bit unfamiliar. He did spend 9 seasons in Cincinnati, was their second all-time leading receiver behind Chad Johnson before heading out west to join the Cardinals.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm. And nowadays, we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to get that big advantage early.
Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and it's a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there seeing the play all the way to the end and making a tackle by the QB.
And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2, and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll give it to him again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot on the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch, and the score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's Connor, as they say, on the ground. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the draw, Connor. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and he get the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Another long drive from the offense where the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back in the 40. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Here comes Rager. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Cousins. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. Lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They go play action. Cousins. That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now for Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To Connor on the check down. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something to be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with the balls for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Murray now on first down. Green brings it in. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard penalty brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down at 4. Murray going to throw. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion.
Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They run behind center with Cutter. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Murray. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Now Cousins.
And this one complete to Smith. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another top 5 season in rushing for Cook last year. His 3rd straight over 1,100 yards, and his 3rd straight ending with a Pro Bowl selection. This season can see a couple more milestones for him. He will cross 5,000 yards very early and could climb to 3rd on the Vikings' all-time list of rushing leaders.
Play fake. Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, Cook. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards or first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in a passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On play action, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feed in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And he's trying to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second and 4.
To throw, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Cousins now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To the air again, it's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Vikings!
Dalvin Cook
From 8 yards out.
and the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Joseph now have the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
There's the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, the Cardinal offense is going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Here's Murray. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the 38, Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Arizona. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished with the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Connor up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Murray. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on a scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. Gets around him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it's complete. It's green here. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This drive has been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in a red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led a little too far, brings up 3rd down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Prater's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line to give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he's got room. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
96 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run the counter with Cook. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offensive perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to middle with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, boy, hang on here. J.J. Watt appears to be injured or at least shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Throwing is Cousins.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Third and goal for Cousins. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their pushing felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Joseph on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd down and 8.
Again, it's Connor. And a short gain down to about the 33.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time. The connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get it back within a couple of scores.
At this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game. We're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on a field is reversed.
So that will overturn. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Now Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him, hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And that will open up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 118 yards rushing for now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They run again on 1st down, Cook.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Cook again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Cousins. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Cousins to throw it.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play resulted in no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Joseph now to have the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Meanwhile, the throw here's complete, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing again, Murray steps away to his left. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Connor.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tactic's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Murray going to throw.
The slant complete to Green.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches have a reliable running game to breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over about 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have the Vikings 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
The tight end is only a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now after 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral. I'm feeling no pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic in how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So out now come the Cardinals.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play. to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got Green. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Murray now on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
From the 24, Murray. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Murray. Hurts over the middle.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Flush out right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The escapability in evidence there. Is that one good for 15 and a first?
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now Murray.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green from 3 yards out.
And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
13.
Let's do it.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession, and they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, Maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.